Rappers and music producers, after watching this video, you may not like me today or tomorrow. Maybe you'll come back Monday, I don't know. But I gotta be Big Brother Curtis today to a lot of y'all. Let's talk. Music producers and rappers, I want to say first of all, thank you for coming and watching today's video. Let me just say this. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If today hurts your feelings and you feel like unsubscribing, you have that option as well. Just know that I love you regardless. But something I need to say, and you probably already saw within the title of this video, is that some of y'all's hypersensitivity is going to get you destroyed in this music industry. I know that you have in your mind an idea of what the world should be and how it should adjust to your liking and adjust to your levels of sensitivity. Us as human beings, we all have our moments when this happens. But based upon some of the way that I see some of you react to me and the things that I say, who am I? I'm just Curtis King within this channel. Who am I? But the way that some of y'all react to just a perspective, not even a polarizing argument, the way that y'all react and the way that you say, Curtis, when you said that I suck at promotion, you hurt my feelings. And I'm like, first of all, did I ever say your name? And second of all, why are you so hurt? Do you really believe that the same industry that you've probably been hearing since you were interested in hip hop, that is one of the most cutthroat businesses in the world? That is not a rumor, by the way. That's literally what it is. One of the most cutthroat businesses that it is. You think they give a hot damn about your sensitivity? Today I gotta be Big Brother Kurt, because I think a lot of folks, and it's really a lot of rappers that are coming up in a new generation where, people are paying more attention to your mental health, which I don't ever think is not an issue. That is forever an issue to me. I think you always should be focused on your mental health, but people are segueing that, and they're becoming hypersensitive to every single thing being done, everything being said. I knew that we were at a whole nother peak when people were offended by the Starbucks cups at, the Christmas Starbucks cup. I was like, yo, we're not really talking about the color of a cup and how people who are, don't believe in God or believe in Christmas have to see these Christmas cups. It's like, really? This is where we're at with the sensitivity in our culture? But that being said, aside from those cups, because it's not even nowhere near Christmas, but I think that has segued over into topics that is hip hop. Now, there's certain things that rappers say that as a culture, in order for us to evolve, we got to call them out, right? So like, for instance, when, those what was it? The drug raping lyrics that were on You Won't Even Know It. When those lyrics were brought up, and I think it was Rick Ross that said certain things about drugging a girl, and those topics got brought up, obviously you definitely got to bring those topics up, right? When somebody says something that offends a certain group of people, and there's no rhyme or reason why they even did that, or it's not really a solid opinion of just being disrespectful and hateful, bring it up by any means. But some of y'all get offended by an opinion. Some of y'all get so offended by your opinion and opinions that I share, if anybody. Because if anybody is more so like, look, I'm all about uplifting and positivity, it's me. But for some of y'all to get so offended by the things I'm saying, you don't realize that when you get in this industry, it's about to be 100 times worse than what I could ever tell you. Your sensitivity is going to get you crushed. How do I know that your hypersensitivity is going to get you crushed? Your need to be offended by every single thing somebody else is saying. How do I know that? Because I too have been hypersensitive in the past. I too have been in situations in which I thought somebody meant something else when they said something to me. I've been in situations where I've been in a studio session and I was there for hours and I'm thinking like, yo, I'm about to get this placement. I'm about to get this money. And people were like, yo, peace, we'll get at you. And they never get back at me again. I could go on rants, 110,000 rants about this industry. This industry's full of people who are but this is the nature of the business. I can't be mad at what it is. But I'm telling you right now, if you have aspirations, a lot of y'all, you have, I know what you want to become based upon what you share, the videos you react to, what you have in your name. If you want to be in this game, realize that when you get in it, they are going to crush you. Only a few different things happen to people with hypersensitivity in this industry. You know, either they get crushed by this industry, which is most of them, either they become so insecure that they do some wild stuff, or they go crazy. You know, they lose every one of their marbles because they cannot understand how something could be so unfair to the things that they deem as comfortable, the things that they deem as fair. Nobody cares about fairness. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I'm so glad I came up in a game or came up with homies. Forget the game, forget rap. I'm glad I came up around homies that used to dig into my character. They used to abuse my character. Why? Because it gave me thicker skin. And I see a lot of y'all that don't have that thicker skin, and I'm not judging you for not having that. I'm saying you better start developing that, because I'm one of the last people that's gonna give a damn about that. I'm one of the last people that's gonna care to even make sure that my content molds itself around your particular egos or insecurities. I will mold that around you, because at the end of the day, I need you to get to the message, right? I'm not here to sit up here and offend people left and right. But I'm telling you right now, if you have not been around people, you don't have an older brother who was beating you, punch you on the shoulder, if you don't have older cousins that did that, if you don't have homies that wouldn't tell you like, yo, bro, like, bro, what do you, like, you stink right now, bro, like, go take a shower, bro. If you don't have those kind of homies, you're gonna be sensitive about everybody who tells you the truth, right? That's why I love people who are straight shooters. I mean, there's a place and time for them. I can't always be around people who are straight shooters, because sometimes they're just straight shooters for the sake of being straight shooters, and it becomes annoying. Like people who are different for the sake of being different. Like sometimes my cousin used to annoy me because he would take a Capri Sun and then flip it upside down and put a straw on the bottom. I'm like, you just want to be different, don't you? And he'd be like, yeah. And that was just that. But I'm saying there's people who are straight shooters. You need those people in your life, because you need to have times where you get uncomfortable. You need times where you get so uncomfortable that it causes you to say, do I need to grow? How many times do you ask yourself to grow when you're comfortable? You don't, because you're comfortable. But you need some kind of a change when things become uncomfortable, right? When things become financially uncomfortable, a lot of us work harder. When things become uncomfortable within a relationship, a lot of us move on. When things become uncomfortable within our job, we start making plans to move to another job, or we make plans to do our job in a way that we don't get bothered. Whatever the case may be, change happens after your uncomfortability. A lot of y'all need to be shook the hell up. A lot of y'all need to be told the truth. Your sensitivity is gonna get you pimp smacked around in this industry. Stop playing yourself. I know you want a world that's perfectly deemed comfortable for you, but it's just not like that. And I'm telling you right now, because if you have aspirations to be in this industry, they don't care about your feelings, fam. They don't care about your feelings. I don't know any other way that I can say that. But I felt this video was very necessary, because a lot of you have aspirations to be the next great superstar. But the thing about it is, you know what I overlooked. And I really didn't examine it until I really started to see, you know, from the perspective of being a fan of somebody from the very beginning. When I look at a person like Kanye West, and you can have whatever opinions you want to have about him, that man wears a lot on his shoulders, because no matter where he goes, he has to be him. When he decides, I don't want to be opinionated Kanye, I just want to chill, he still got to be Kanye. When he just wants to be a father to his daughter or his kids, and he just want to go out in public, he still got to hear from somebody else that says, you said George Bush doesn't care about white black people. I should kick your... He got to deal with that on a regular basis. People, the paparazzi on a regular basis. You may say, well, he asked for this life. I hope somebody doesn't have the same insensitivity for you when you become famous. Because becoming famous for you may be the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Success for you may be the worst thing that could ever happen for you if you're not ready for it. And I'm telling you right now, I'm just giving you a pre-warning before you get in this industry, that if you can't even take the politics of conversations on an online platform like YouTube, you're not ready for this industry. This industry is going to use you up like a nasty condom, throw you in the trash, in the toilet, whatever. They're going to use you, man. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this to prepare you. The time starts now for you to start turning some of that hypersensitivity down, realizing that everybody's not out to get you, realizing that everybody doesn't want to destroy your dreams, realizing that there are people who want to destroy your dreams, and who in the same breath tell you that I love you. You know, you have to be prepared for that. You got to be prepared for people who rode with you from the very beginning, who jumped ship because you said one thing that was that they deemed offensive to them, but really subconsciously they look at you and say, damn, why he deserve to be so successful? Why does she deserve to be so successful? You know what? Because of you, it makes me have to look at my own uncomfortability, and I have to change or grow. And I'm not ready to change or grow. So instead, the easier thing to do is for me to hate on you. Are you ready for that from some of your best friends? Are you ready for that from some of your family members? Because I'm telling you, this is what this game will bring. Now, if you got the thick skin to deal with some opposing opinions, jump right on in this arena. Jump right on in because you are ready. But even those who got the thick skin, you may not even know exactly what you're getting into too. Tyson didn't win every fight, and I bet you he was ready for every fight, right? But this is the thing about it is that you got to understand the beast that you were in. First of all, life is a beast. You can't get away from it. You may say, well, I don't want to be in the industry, so I ain't got to worry about that. No, you'll be at your job and find somebody who's cutthroat who wants your promotion before you do, right? Before you get it. They'll step on you before you can get that. So you can't get away from that. So in all actuality, you need a thick skin for just life. But I'm telling you right now, I can tell how many of y'all are not ready for this industry. And I don't wish anybody to not be successful, but I do hope that you are prepared before you get into this arena, because these people will chew you up and spit you out. I got homies of different races that we used to make racist jokes towards one another that was some of the most diabolical, terrible, I mean like the Dave Chappelle player haters ball type skits in real life. We were doing that with each other, but because we loved each other so much to tell the truth, and not even the truth, but just say things that were like, if I say this, now you won't be so sensitive rolling around the world. Now you're prepared. You know what I mean? It's almost like getting your little brother who's like puny and scared of everything, and then you get him into box, and all of a sudden he becomes a little bit of a beast. All of a sudden he got a little bit of pace to him. All of a sudden he like, I don't care about what they talking about over there, and he really don't care. You got to prepare yourself. You got to thicken that skin. You have to be who you are. Obviously, I'm not saying change who you are, but prepare yourself, because that hypersensitivity is going to get you crushed. Once again, it's another Curtspiration. Doodle. You need some more of this use, please subscribe to the channel below or unsubscribe to the channel below. It's your choice. Be a part of the notification game or the unnotification gang. I don't know, whatever you want to be a part of. It don't really bother me, because at the end of the day, I got to deliver this truth to you in the best way that I see fit. You know, going back to the topic at hand, I came into this game very sensitive about everything, and I thought that the industry would adjust to my sensitivity. And then I learned that nobody gives a damn. I learned that this is a business. I learned that people are thinking themselves first. When you find a way to offer value first, right, with a specific and clear plan, you offer value first, you offer it to the people, you will be invited into rooms where your value is needed, right? And then the echo of your value is money. Money is just an echo of your value. So that being said, you will be compensated for that. But don't get in this industry thinking that everybody's just going to adjust to your anger issues and your all the stuff that you are. Like money, like one of the most genius professors, Professor Morgan, told me one time, he said, money is not the root of all evil. It's the magnifying glass. So if you were a jerk before you got money, maybe you're just a little bit of a jerk. Money's just going to give you more air and opportunity to be a bigger jerk than what you really were. All that's happening is that you're not changing because of the money. You're becoming more of who you actually are, because now you have the opportunity. Now you don't give a damn about offending people because you already got your money and your security. So that being said, you know, don't immediately think that people are going to adjust to whom you are. Look, you got to be who you are, but at the same time, do not be afraid of growth in any walk of life. You want to be a rapper or producer, I don't care what it is. Do not be afraid of growth. And in this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com. I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.